Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Everybody, 57 to Mike. Crunch down, defense.
Sony Michel, his first carry. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Wide. They were going to 53. 26.
On the ground, this is Michel. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
There we go. Friday. They were going to 53. In your face. 26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Steps away to his left. This is taken in by Chad Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Let's get that ball, Gina. Let's get that ball right here. SOS. Switch.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
You got it.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Win championships, baby. Hatch it. We're going to 54. Why is 26.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now a give right side. It's Logan. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. T.J. Logan, his first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now a give right side. Moss. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, it's Mahomes. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 26. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here, because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. and they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
That one, 28 yards on the ground.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop him?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Pick up the ball. We're going to 54. Line in. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the safety creep. Check. 26.
First down, Prescott escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He was brought down by Kendall Fuller. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
These two teams all tied after 1. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Here we go. Line in. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. 26.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 yards there and a first down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Line in. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Alert flare. We're going to 53. 26.
Now Williams. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Watch the slap. Check. He's crashing. Here we go. Go to 54. Line in. 26.
And they will run it with Michel. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those divisions.
At least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On first down, it's Moss. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Going for it all. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, touchdown number 18 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Mahomes pass complete to number 10, Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Kansas City.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Butker on for the PAT. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On second down, Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him.
And this will be caught at the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw. Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Prescott. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. They'll throw again. Prescott. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Darren Lee, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, he's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Shakes off the sack. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. Taking it about the 36. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Prescott now from the 50. And able to find Dorsett. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. Prescott now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Catch is made by Harry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards.
Patriots, first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Check 53. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Justin Watson, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try for Gostkowski. And the lead is down to 4. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Mecole Hardman the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
56. Right here, right here.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Being chased out left. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards, a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Now a first down carry, it's Williams. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a give right side. Moss. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Mahomes to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Jason McCourty, a safety blitz and a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. 56, the mark, boy. 56. 56. Switch. Hey, 15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
On 2nd and 2, Prescott. Ebron caught left side. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Fight on these two. Fight on these two.
On 3rd down, it's Moss. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down.
Check. Lucky.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Going to throw, and that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. From 21 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Michelle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Hitchens. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. New England on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Prescott now. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 13-yard line. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Prescott toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Edelman there, but now it's 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. This is White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Now here's Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A very solid gain of 27. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott, and he'll get that to Michel, complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On play action, Prescott. Wide open receiver, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with White. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Here's Prescott. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go. Their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First down, Chiefs.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll look to throw. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for New England, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down the finish. I don't play, get down again. Come back, come slide, I'm with it. Gonna see me now, oh God, I'm lit. I know that.